red wine. If I have a glass or two, is that going to be good for my heart, Dr. Thompson?
Probably true. Probably yes.
If I have the whole bottle, it won't.
Probably not.
Okay.
I was recently, within the last 6 months, at a meeting, and a expert in the prevention of heart disease addressed this specific subject and talked about alcohol and heart disease. And the studies seem to indicate that moderate amounts of alcohol tend to have somewhat of a cardioprotective effect. And we don't know exactly how that happens. One thing that we do know is that people who consume alcohol tend to raise their HDL, which is their high-density lipoprotein, more commonly referred to as your good cholesterol. So they tend to have higher levels of HDL, which tend to make us at lower risk for heart disease. But some studies seem to indicate that the alcohol itself, independent of the HDL, may have a beneficial effect in lowering your risk of heart disease. But I mentioned, and you mentioned, moderation. Most physicians and experts feel that 6 to 8 ounces of wine is probably healthy for you. Beyond that, it is unhealthy. Alcohol, hard liquor, probably 2 to 3 ounces.
Okay.
And if people drink beer, 12 to 16 ounces, and that's probably about it. Once you get past those levels, you start to have negative effects for most people. And of course, in people who have family histories of addiction or personal histories of addiction or abuse, the risks of taking small amounts of alcohol frequently probably are greater than the benefit. But to the general population, especially people who have heart disease, red wine and some of the antioxidants and other
and that's what it is that affects the heart.
That seems to be that helps affect the heart in a positive way.
So wine can be a really good thing.
Yes, it can be. Yes, it can be.
Or beer, or a small amount of alcohol.
Correct.
Or hard
Correct.
alcohol.
And you know, the HDL factor is interesting. If people go and apply for life insurance, most life insurance companies,
they do.
If their HDL is quite high, run some other tests on their blood to make sure the person isn't an alcoholic or abusing. But
really?
About the only people that I see, some people have genetically are predisposed to having high HDLs, but about the only people that I see who can really raise their HDL exercise a lot, and many of them have taken daily amounts of 4 to 8 ounces of red wine, and it does make a positive effect on their HDL.
Well, that's what I wanted to know. Thank you.
You bet.